Andrew Carnegie, a name synonymous with both immense wealth and legendary philanthropy. From rags to riches, his journey embodies the quintessential American dream. But who was this man? And how did he shape the world we live in today? Andrew Carnegie was born on November 25, 1835, in Dunfermline, Scotland. The son of a handloom weaver, Carnegie grew up in a modest household. But when industrialization began to threaten the livelihoods of weavers like his father, the Carnegie family made a bold decision to emigrate to the United States in 1848. They arrived in Allegheny, Pennsylvania, with little more than dreams of a better life. Young Andrew, just 13 years old, took up his first job as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory, earning $1.20 per week. Little did anyone know, this hardworking boy would one day reshape the American economy. Carnegie's big break came when he secured a job as a telegraph messenger boy. Known for his sharp mind and tireless work ethic, he quickly caught the attention of Thomas Scott, a superintendent at the Pennsylvania Railroad. Scott became a mentor to Carnegie, teaching him the intricacies of business and investment. Carnegie rose through the ranks at the railroad, eventually becoming a superintendent himself. But it wasn't just his job that defined him, it was his knack for recognizing opportunities. He began investing in ventures like ironworks and oil, laying the foundation for what would become an industrial empire. In the 1870s, Carnegie turned his attention to steel. Realizing the growing demand for the material, he founded the Carnegie Steel Company. Using innovative methods like the Bessemer process, Carnegie revolutionized steel production, making it faster, cheaper, and more efficient. His steel was used to build railroads, bridges, and skyscrapers, the backbone of America's industrial age. By the 1890s, Carnegie Steel was the largest steel producer in the world, and Andrew Carnegie had become one of the richest men alive. But immense wealth didn't come without controversy. Carnegie was both admired and criticized. On one hand, he epitomized the self-made man. On the other, his business practices often sparked outrage. One of the darkest chapters in his career was the Homestead Strike of 1892. Workers at the Homestead Steel Works protested against wage cuts and harsh working conditions. The strike turned violent, leading to a bloody confrontation between workers and private security forces. Though Carnegie was abroad during the strike, his reputation suffered greatly. By the early 1900s, Carnegie's focus began to shift. In 1901, he sold Carnegie Steel to financier J.P. Morgan for $480 million, equivalent to over $15 billion today. It was the largest business transaction in history at the time. Morgan merged Carnegie Steel into U.S. Steel, creating the first billion-dollar corporation. Having amassed unimaginable wealth, Carnegie turned his attention to philanthropy. He believed in the principle that the man who dies rich dies disgraced. Over the course of his life, he gave away an estimated $350 million, roughly 90% of his fortune. His most famous legacy? Libraries. Carnegie funded the construction of over 2,500 libraries worldwide, believing that access to knowledge could uplift communities. Today, many of these libraries still stand, a testament to his vision. He also supported education, science, and the arts. Institutions like Carnegie Hall, the Carnegie Foundation, and Carnegie Mellon University carry his name and continue his mission to improve society. Carnegie spent his later years advocating for world peace. He funded the construction of the Peace Palace in The Hague and supported efforts to end international conflict. Yet, the world he left behind remained far from peaceful. Andrew Carnegie passed away on August 11, 1919, at the age of 83. His epitaph reads, "Here lies a man who knew how to enlist in his service better men than himself." Carnegie's story is one of ambition, innovation, and generosity. He helped build the framework of modern America while leaving a legacy of giving that continues to inspire. But his life also raises questions. Can great wealth ever be truly earned without great cost? And what responsibilities do the wealthy have to society? No man can become rich without himself enriching others. Andrew Carnegie's words remain as powerful today as they were over a century ago. His life, a blend of triumph and contradiction, reminds us that history is often as complex as the men and women who shape it.